This video is about a few tips to overcome inner resistance. Because what is really keeping us from reaching our goals is our attitude towards how we approach doing those very difficult things, doing those difficult tasks, working on ourselves, working on our business, working on our improvements, working on our habits. And so that's really something I have been thinking about a lot, and I think I have come up with a few techniques that make it easier to work on our goals, achieve them, and just get started. And the first step in doing so is really becoming aware of what inner resistance actually is. It is about identifying what resistance is in detail, what it is in ourselves. It is about getting to know what is actually keeping us from doing the things that we would like to do. And in order to do that, you need awareness. You need to focus on what is going on in the moment that you are resisting doing the things that you set out to do. It is about really feeling into yourself and thinking about, and not thinking about, but identifying the thoughts and being aware of the thoughts that are coming into our minds when we resist doing the things that are actually important to us. And you can ask yourself the question, is it a thought really that comes up when I resist doing something, or is it an emotion? And while you are sitting there, maybe you know you want to work on something, you have to study, you have to learn something, you have to meditate, whatever your goal is, and you're resisting it. In that moment, you need to have that awareness. You need to train this awareness to, in that moment, become aware of actually the process that is keeping yourself from doing it. And this is really the first step. And what that does is it helps you to identify what resistance actually is for you in every moment. Because it's not something that is keeping you from it, that is something set in stone. It is something that you can act on through awareness, that you can become aware of and therefore change. And next time you feel you keep yourself from doing something, just become aware, become present in the moment, and actually feel what resistance is like, what it is like for you to not want to do the thing you set out to do. The second step is to approach your task like a pro. To think, how would someone do this task if he would get paid for it, if he was doing that for a living? Like, really, how meticulous would he be? What's the kind of work output that he would be doing? What is the kind of input that he would put into his work? What's the kind of effort and really the feeling he would approach that task? Whether it's a run, or you want to learn something new, or you want to meditate, really, when you get into the task, do it like someone who is getting paid to do it, and put yourself in the mindset of you are approaching this like you want to become a professional, or you are a professional. And this really helps you to engage yourself in the activity fully, like not to do it as a side hustle or just do it as a hobby, but you are approaching it like a little bit like your life depends on it, and that really changes how you do the task. And the third step is to make room for your work, and that is as well in the physical domain as well as in time. Really eliminate distractions, set out where you want to work, and make that place your sole purpose there to work. And eliminate distractions also in time. Set the time you want to start, make it an appointment, put it in your calendar if necessary, and say you are going to work from there to there on this project that you have, on that goal, and you have that in your mind like a space as well as a physical room, a space in time and in your home maybe when you want to work, or you imagine yourself going for a run outside in a specific place, so that's your kind of place where you're working in that for that example, and that really helps your mind to visualize your effort that you are putting in, because it gives it a room to breathe, so to speak. It makes time in your day, and it really eliminates anything that could come in the way of you doing the work, of you achieving your goal. And then the fourth step is to know your motivation. And that is easier said than done. People assume that it just comes naturally, that it is something like, or people also confuse it with meaning, where they think, okay, meaning is something that I should just have or that I should just experience. But it is really something that you construct, and therefore you have to first work clearly on your motivation. What you can do is you write down really a vision for what this work is going to be part of, what it is going to lead towards. And you make yourself clear why you want to work on that specific thing, why you want to achieve that goal. And that really constructs your motivation to actually do the work. Because just saying, okay, I want to work out, and you just, as someone else, should just do it because it comes natural to you, that's actually not what's going to happen. You have to construct a whole thought process, a whole model of reality around your goal, around the thing you want to achieve. It really has to become something that you are passionate about. And the way you do that is you kind of create an illusion within your own model of reality. You have to implant into yourself the reason why you want to do certain things. And with the things that you are already doing, that you are already interested in, maybe those things were constructed in your mental world, so to speak, passively. They were put into your mind from the outside, and that's why they came easy to you. It was natural. It felt like you were naturally motivated to do them, but kind of your unconscious thought process constructed a meaning out of nothingness. It constructed a meaning around the things that you are now thinking are valuable, that you now want to achieve, that you are working towards, and that you are actually achieving, where you have the motivation to do them. But if you want to get something new into your life, if you want to work on a new project, if you want to exercise maybe, and you are not yet motivated to do it, what you have to do is you have to actively take this process into your hands and construct your own meaning around this activity, construct your own motivation around it. And the way you do that is you create the narrative. You create some kind of worldview that really fits the goal you want to achieve. And that is really one of the key aspects of achieving your goals, because just a shallow motivation won't get you all the way. It maybe would get you started, but it definitely doesn't serve the purpose of driving you through the difficult moments, of driving you through the difficult experiences. And so really working on that motivation and writing it down, getting it clearly in your head, and reading it again and again and making it clear to yourself, not just once, but over and over again, is really a key step in just getting things done. And the final step that I would say is important to get things done is super simple. It sounds almost funny, but it is to just do it. You can even make the argument that all of these steps and all of these tips won't get you to do it, because you can spend a lot of time around improving your ability to get things done without actually getting things done. All of these things are just stepping stones towards achieving your goals, but they are not making you actively work on them already. They are the framework. And so finally, when you have set up an optimal environment within your own mind, within your own environment, within time, within space, the final thing you really have to do, and there's no getting around to it, is to just get started. to just do the thing that you are now not doing, that you are now thinking is difficult. And that's really the final step and the most important one. And so these are my 5 steps I use to get things done, to do new things, to do challenging things, and to keep doing them regularly, like exercising every day, eating healthy, and just building new habits in general. I hope that those will help you as well. Just the regular comments as well, write them down below, leave me a thumbs up, and share the video if you liked it, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.